I want to be Esther's star sign. No, I want to be Esther's star sign. Yeah. They fought over me.
That's what created the Big Bang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guilty.
I'm just amazed no one's thought of that before.
Yeah.
In the world of science. Well, obviously they have because they would have noticed.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, God thought of that.
Yeah.
God thought of that.
God thinks of
Yeah.
everything.
God thinks of everything.
Oh, that crazy God.
I know.
Yeah. God is like your people in the vein of like my people will call your people. It's like your agent. Like, okay, if you want to be Esther star sign, you have to go through the necessary paperwork and stuff.
Wow, this is a very flattering joke, and I love it.
Who won the star sign battle?
Virgo.
Virgo.
Virgo won the star sign battle. Which, like, isn't the sign for Virgo just like woman with holding jugs? I was gonna say woman with jugs.
Woman with jugs.
Yeah,
like,
woman with jugs. Yeah.
nice.
The Virgo lady's like, "What's up? I got the massive nuts."
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
Suddenly, I'm a fan of astrology.
Yeah.
Lucas, grow up.
Lucas.
stinker.
We're just gonna like time travel throughout this podcast until we're talking 1950s.
Oh, it's happening.
Oh my God, we're Benjamin Buttoning just like with like eras of comedy.
but with genre. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like soon we're gonna be like 80s like Sam Kinison.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And you know what else? Is that a good impression of that?
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or like Anthony,
Yeah.
like Anthony Michael Hall, like in Weird Science, where he's like, "Ooh."
Wait, I'm sorry. What is that? I need to be taught.
You know the kid in The Breakfast Club who plays like the nerd?
Yes.
He ended up being in like every weird kid movie in the 80s, and in
Okay.
all of them he's like, "Whoa, that experiment got way out of hand."
And many children in the 80s found that very relatable. And they were like, it me.
Yeah.
You know, when they saw that.
They were like, I too am a child of divorce.
Yeah.
And I too pour my emotions into the experiment.
That sounds like you.
Hello,
Yeah.
darkness, my old friend.
Yeah.
I come to talk to you again. Well, we too are pouring our emotions into the two Nosy Meerkats experiment extravaganza.
I thought you were the two Nosy Meerkats experience, like the Joe Rogan experience.
Whoa. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think the Joe Rogan podcast is an experience? Do you think it counts?
Every time I listen to it, I come out changed. I just keep going back between transitioning and detransitioning. When I listen, I'm like, I'm a woman. I'm not. I'm a boy. Yeah.
What do I do?
What do I do? Yeah.
What's a gal to do? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I think we should welcome and introduce our guest.
I think we should.
Yeah.
I think we should.
Yeah.
Lucas, thank you for being here today.
Yeah. Thank you for coming, Lucas Arnold. You might recognize Lucas from Gabby Jordan Brown's podcast.
Nice.
Two Nosy
Yeah.
Meerkats.
Yeah.
And also from the wonderful host of the podcast, regular host because Lukas Arnold is a guest, but regular host, fantastic comedian, musical extraordinaire, Esther Fallick.
Hey.
Hello. Thank you. Hello.
How you doing, Esther?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm happy to be here.
We're
it's
happy
a beautiful
you're here.
day.
It
And
is.
we're not outside.
No.
No,
No.
we're indoors with the blinds drawn.
Yeah. There was a moment about actually 3 minutes ago where you said, I'm being rude and there is light touching my guest. So I'm going to draw the blinds so we can be shrouded once more.
Yeah. It was more like consistent lighting because I was like, okay, that's way too much exposure for the camera.
Yeah.
We're actually, for those listening on audio, we are recording in pitch black with only a flashlight to illuminate our faces.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's the Goosebumps episode.
Yeah, we're telling the spooky stories.
One
Oh,
time
yeah.
there was a dummy and he was a stinker. Dun, 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 dun.
How long did that take you to write? Because there's no way that came straight off the dome.
No, that took me. I was working on bits in the car.
Yeah.
I was like, we're gonna bring up Goosebumps. So what am I gonna say?
Wait, did you drive over here?
Uber.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right.
Gotcha. Okay.
And she took the wheel.
Yeah. Yeah.
She
Call
said
me
to the
Jesus.
driver-
'cause
That's
took
what I was
the wheel.
thinking. I was
Yeah.
like, Jesus.
She said to the driver, you know what? That'd be a crazy bit. You say to the driver, you know what? You sit in the back today. I'll drive you
I
around.
got this. Like, take a load off.
Aren't
Do you want some
tired?
gum? Do you want
No one's
some
ever asked, where do you want to go?
And now that I've asked it, like, that's cool. I'm gonna go where I need to go.
Yeah.
And then, but I just know that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Queens, well, that's okay. Brooklyn's kind of like that.
Yeah.
Wait, can I, do you have a memory of the weirdest thing an Uber driver has ever told you?
Wow. I honestly don't. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't have an anecdote or a bit for this. You've teed something up.
It's okay.
And I've got nothing.
I will say one thing that there was I was once I had a
Because Lukas just wanted to set it up.
Yeah,
so
yeah, 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 yeah.
Right, exactly.
well,
He
if
could
you
put the
want
punch.
time to like think
Right.
of something,
Okay.
I have something I
It's
could
actually
say.
a selfless thing.
Yeah,
He's
it's
doing.
a very
Yeah.
you see what I'm doing. It's very giving.
Aren't you
very
grateful?
giving
Yeah.
energy.
What a good guest.
Truly. Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
We're going to have you on every week.
Oh my god!
This is
Thank
and
you.
this is my last week.
No.
yeah.
Come
This is my
on.
last
Where
week
you
as host.
going?
You're leaving.
Yeah. I'm going away. and that's
I'm literally sobbing right now.
I know
Yeah.
it's sad.
I'm-
We're all
I'm-
so sad.
Like we're joking around, but like let's
Yeah.
take a moment to acknowledge. Like
Yeah, let's cut out the funny business for a second. This is
Yeah.
emotional.
I know. I never thought when I started this podcast that it would become what it's become.
I know.
No one
And
ever
I've met
does.
so many amazing people through it.
Yeah,
And
you grew
I grew
as a professional.
okay, yeah. I started this, I was 5'5". I'm 5'6" now.
Yeah.
But also as a professional, I grew.
Very nutritious. The podcast.
Yeah. Anyway,
I only grew it to take on. I only started it with Esther to take on some height as well. It didn't work as well for me.
No, you actually
unfortunately.
lost an inch.
yeah,
I
and
did.
professional standing.
It went
And
Esther.
yeah.
definitely lost professional
Yeah.
standing.
Everyone sees you as a total
Fraud.
fraud now.
Fraud,
Yeah.
a phony. Oh
Yeah.
man.
What
Well,
a
you're
shame.
gonna go do some big things. I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah.
You are. Do
I'm-
you have any big things on the horizon that you're working towards?
I do. I'm making a Statue of Liberty of me.
Yeah, good.
So I'm kind of building that. It's gonna take a little while.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And it's gonna be right next to it, and it's kind of be like a parody. It's gonna be like a spoof.
Oh my god.
Like-
Because you're gonna see the real one. Well, which the real one anymore?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like real, like
Yeah.
quantum, like string theory. That's I don't know. Anyway.
No, I agree. I agree.
No, you know what I mean.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
So
Yeah.
wait, okay. If I'm the Statue of Liberty and I'm facing this way, where near me are you putting it?
Okay. So
Is
it's
it to my
kind of-
side, in front? What are we doing?
It's to the side.
Okay.
It's to the side. It's like I'm like it's a visual homage to the Twin Towers. If for anyone watching this, you're gonna see the exact moment. Rewind to before I said that joke 5 seconds before, because you're gonna see the exact moment that you're gonna see the gears turning of like, I thought of this. Don't say this. Fuck it, say it. So it's sort of a visual homage to the Twin Towers, and
You okay?
yeah.
Oh, I'll live. So,
And-
so yeah, I mean, I was just crying because that's really sad.
I know. But I want people to laugh, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna have Groucho glasses on, and I'm gonna have
And
every
I'm with stupid shirt.
yeah, and I'm with stupid shirt, and then there's gonna be like a loudspeaker blaring, and every 15 minutes, the Austin Powers music theme song is gonna play, and then when it ends, it's gonna go record scratch, and then I'm gonna say, "I'll have what she's having." So it's gonna kind of like speak to like some of the lighter parts of this
want this
country
so
and culture.
much.
I know.
And the statue, has she agreed? Has she been okay with this kind of artistic
the
process?
Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, of real, the
Yeah.
well, the quote unquote real one.
The
Oh, sorry,
statue
sorry.
of Of liver.
Of Living La Vida Loca.
Yeah, Living La Vida Loca.
The statue has been like, yes, I agree. Esther can take on this creative project, and
Yes.
I'm okay with her using my likeness.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But lots of redacteds in the letter of agreement.
Lots of redacted in the letter of agreement. Lots of like at this point it's all lawyer speak.
Right.
You know, I object.
Yeah.
Legalese.
Yeah,
Legalese,
exactly. But
This is such a good idea.
I thank you.
So
I think so
good.
too. We should have parody monuments next to all of
Yes.
our like Mount Rushmore. A parody.
Mount Gushmore.
And it's like 5 butts. The president's butts. I mean, now we're talking.
Oh, I'd love to see a quiz of like identify the president by only the ass. I think I'd be good.
I think so too.
I think
I'm
I'd be
like,
good at that.
I'm like, of
Yeah.
course you'd love to see a quiz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course you would.
Yeah.
This is a Woodrow Wilson as if ever I've seen one.
You know, sometimes
say that.
Lucas and I will be watching something, and so we'll be watching, like, let's say Star Wars.
Okay.
And I'm watching for the action, and Lucas is watching.
Wait, which movie? I want you to come up with a name right now.
Come up with a name. Lord of the Sith.
Yeah, that's one of
It's one of them.
We're watching Lord of the Sith.
Yeah, we're watching Lord of the Sith.
Lord of the
and
Sith.
Part
Lucas,
2.
I see his lips
The
moving,
Return.
but I don't really hear what he's saying. I like just see his lips moving, so I move in a little closer, and he doesn't realize I'm moving in closer, but I can just hear
It's a
him
terrible habit. I'm trying to break it.
You
under
try to do
his
that.
breath faintly. I hear him say, "Take it off, Anakin." I heard him say that.
Oh.
And so I was,
Oh,
I was
wait.
like, "Hey, it's like really not that kind of movie." He was like, What are you talking about?"
I was in a trance.
Wow.
And I just something within just came out. I didn't even know that I said it.
I have so many thoughts. That's the power of art, first of all.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
That's the power of art.
And ass.
And ass. That's the power of Hayden Christensen's ass.
Oh.
Shattered ass.
I love that sweet, sweet Canadian rump.
Jokes aside, I literally forget that Hayden Christensen was in all of this movies.
I think he does too.
Yeah, you know, I started saying that sentence and I was like, I hope the right name comes out. Like,
Yeah.
And it
Yeah.
kind of did. It did. And I was like, it's happening. Like, I blacked out.
Yeah.
And I got to the end of the sentence
You
and
could
y'all were
say Hayden
agreeing.
overtook you.
I did it.
Yeah. Hey, the spirit of Hayden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You trusted the Force.
I trusted the Force.
And the Force was kind to you.
I don't know what Hayden
Star Wars is
Christensen
brave.
does besides have a crazy name. You know,
The
Yeah.
Force?
Oh,
Or what did you say?
what does Hayden Christensen do besides have a crazy name?
He was in a movie called Jumper.
Yeah.
And besides that, I don't know what he's in.
So he was in a movie called Shattered Glass, which is why a minute ago I said Shattered Ass.
Oh.
And I was like, I don't think they know about the movie
Oh.
Shattered Glass.
Fuck.
That went right over my head,
Yeah.
and I apologize.
It's okay.
See, if there's a real
Someone at
movie
home.
buff listening, yeah, someone at home.
Mm-hmm.
If you're listening, that was for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How is the
Shattered
movie?
Ass.
I love you. What?
Is the movie good?
Yeah, it actually kind of is. It's
What-
also is in it Peter Sarsgaard.
Uh-huh.
And it's about a guy, a journalist who made up articles for like, I don't know if it was like The Economist or like one of those magazines.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember this?
Was it the Million Little Pieces person?
No, not the Million Little. It was before then. It was like this was like 2003. He like made up a story about like a conference for hackers.
Oh my god.
Yeah, where like all these hackers were like, screw you, man, to like CEOs. And they were like, this is good stuff. And then later they're like, this didn't happen. It's
I
a
never
great
understood
movie.
why they let those articles go through because it's so obvious it's not what happened.
Literally. Yeah. It's,
Oh my
they
God.
don't. Okay, I know. We've been meaning to talk about this. People don't understand hacker culture.
We have been meaning to. You sent us a list of topics.
Yes.
yeah.
And number one, underlined, bolded, starred with links to examples. Enough of the bad representations of hacker culture.
Yeah.
I don't think there's many, aside from the movie Hackers with like Angelina Jolie, was it? Or
Yes,
was it called?
and Matthew Lillard.
And Matthew Lillard. Was it called Hackers?
It
Or
was called Hackers, and
Yeah.
that movie is the one good representation.
Yeah. I was like, there's not much good PR for hackers. They're always like a little fiend in the corner. They're never like an honorable person with a family and a dog.
First of all, it's like they're always whenever they do this, so many knuckles get cracked.
Yeah.
And it's like, do you think I have osteoporosis?
Can you talk about the harmful stereotype behind hack into the mainframe?
Yeah. I'm so glad to have this opportunity, and thank you to myself as host of this podcast.
Well, you're a host. You don't need to thank anyone.
Yeah.
Right.
You're good.
Right.
I should be thanking you.
It's kind of, and you're welcome. It's kind of just like I do self-affirmations. I just say thank you to myself every now and again.
Good.
I do self-affirmations where I say thank you to you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're welcome. Yeah. So,
So
look, the hacking into the mainframe problem, as we hackers have begun to code it. That's what I call when I say call something.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's the code for that.
Yeah.
The word code.
yeah.
If you
It's sort of like how your brain works at this point from all the hacking.
oh my gosh, yeah.
You think in code.
I'm always like objective. Sit down when I need to sit down.
Yeah.
You know?
Hit enter.
Yeah, hit enter. Exactly. I'm like, I need some space bar from my exes.
That would be a great name for like a hackers only place at the space bar.
Oh yeah.
Entrepreneur.
Redacted.
Trademark.
Redacted,
Yeah,
redacted.
right, yeah.
Trademark.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You all get none of it.
Yeah.
That's a great idea.
Thank you. And the other thing is that they think, people like to think that hackers like are always listening to like techno with like really tiny sunglasses.
Yeah.
My sunglasses are normal size, and I listen to This American Life,
Yeah.
and that's what,
And that's powerful.
and that's powerful of
Yeah.
me and of y'all
Yeah.
and of God.
Yeah. Yeah. I just want
I'm
to say
just talking. I'm just talking here.
you are the representative of what's positive about the hacker world, because I feel like lately we've seen a lot of
The face they need to show, and not the face they are showing.
And look, I don't want to
know.
do the whole like mono minority thing with hackers.
I know.
Hackers being the minority.
Hackers. Well, because who's writing stories about hackers?
Writers.
Is it anyone that actually knows one?
No.
That is friends
No,
with one
it's
that is
not.
giving to the community?
They're guessing.
No, they're
donating
guessing.
to like bail funds.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. Usually, it's like people who create password logins,
I know.
not the ones who know how to hack them.
That's right.
You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
It's the people who make firewalls
Right.
and
Yeah.
stuff. They're the ones
Exactly.
writing
They
the
can make
stories.
the wall. They can't tear it down.
Yeah.
Woo,
Oh.
baby, let's go. Oh.
Yeah.
Woo! I'm so inspired right now, and I think a lot of other people are too.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm incredibly
So if you're a
inspired.
hacker and you're out there, write your stories.
Yeah.
Yes.
Make a web
Let's
series.
tell your
Make
own
a
story.
Web series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Make a.
You know the web.
Yeah. You. Yeah.
You know about it.
Yeah.
Hack into the web
Yeah.
and form it into a series.
Get
Hack
this.
into Final Cut Pro.
Yeah.
After having first hacked into a
You're gonna want to get a
DSLR.
computer. Yeah, get a computer. There, you can get them at any store. All the
Yeah.
stores, bodegas, they got them all.
Yeah, any computer at any store. Anything can be a computer. A fridge
you
can
try
be a
hard.
computer.
Fridge can be a computer.
A lot of fridges have
You know.
a little computer in them.
Yeah.
A lot of them do.
Yeah.
And a lot of like
You can hack into the mainframe and get crushed ice.
exactly.
Yeah.
Cuz think about what is a computer?
It's in your
It's
mind.
a state of mind.
It's
Yeah.
a state of mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all it is that it's a computer is something that has been
And always will be.
love.
That's true. That's true.
And so if something is love, it's a computer. And, and if something is a computer, it is love.
Yeah.
It's not like a
Beautiful.
square and a rectangle.
Oh, no.
It's like a rectangle and another
rectangle.
Another rectangle.
A rectangle and a Virgo.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, callback.
Yeah.
Callback
Callback.
alert.
All right, let's cut out the funny business.
Enough.
But for real, something that because I've been very excited to have you on the podcast.
I'm so excited to be here.
We're very, very excited. I want to ask you because you were talking about, for anyone who doesn't know, Esther is a fantastic musical comedian, and you mentioned that you have a composer.
Yes.
So I am so curious, what is the writing process for what you do?
This is why we have the guests ask the questions.
Exactly.
Because they're actually...
Host Esther Fallick,
Yeah.
please talk about what your writing
Because
process.
if it's you and me, I'd fuck around all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like
I'm more afraid that I'll forget to ask.
No,
and
I'm
I
so
want
glad.
to. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
I don't
yeah.
want to forget either. Yeah.
No.
yeah. Okay. This is like, and I know that for y'all, this is like when Mark Maron talks about like his cats or his mom. Like we've heard it.
Yeah.
I know I'm the host. You've heard me talk about this, but I'm gonna tell my friend. So I actually have a few different composers that I've worked with. Like,
You're Polly?
I'm Polly. Yeah,
Aw.
I'm Polly.
Pocket.
Collaborator.
Polly
Yeah.
Pocket, yeah.
Yeah. And how it goes is like this. Like, typically, I'll think of an idea. I will begin to jot down some ideas for jokes that could go within that song.
Mm-hmm.
So basically what I do, just to like tell you, is I write musical theater parody songs that are pastiche, that are like very, that evoke a certain musical theater trope, but give it like a trans femme twist. So for example, I have a song that's like an I Want song about like finding my voice, but it's about literally finding my voice. Like, how do I like learn how to speak in a more feminine way? I have like a Disney villain song about coming out to my family.
I love that one.
That's a fun one. It's a fun one to do.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'll think of like a joke, right? I'll be like, oh, what if there was like a song where like a trans woman sang like this type of song? And I'll just start to like, I'll let it like sit for like a month, just percolating in my head. I'll write down some ideas that come up. I'll tell about the idea to friends, and then maybe think of a new joke when I tell them. And then I'll find a composer. And I've worked with like 3 different people for this show so far. And what I will do with them, it's a little bit different with like 2 of them, but typically it's like I'll write out a good amount of the lyrics. Like I'll write out with one of the partnerships, I wrote out the lyrics, like an intro, a verse, and a chorus. And then I was like, now I kind of need to know like what it sounds like. So like, can you try and figure out what like this 1 minute or 2 minutes sort of sounds like? And then it comes back to me like, and then we meet, and then it's like, okay, what sections of the song do we want? And then it's about figuring out the jokes to fill it in. And then sometimes it's I know that I want a very specific, like I have this one song, it's called Look Who's Mommy Now.
Yeah. Love that one.
And
Yeah.
it's like it's those songs like what's it called? When You're Good to Mama from Chicago.
You're
Or
good to mama.
yeah, exactly. Or this one called Everybody's Girl from Steel Pier, that's like a sexy girl singing about innuendo about sex. She's like, I'd like to eat a hot dog, wink wink, you know.
Yeah.
It's that, but it's like a trans woman. And I knew that I wanted like a soft shoe section where I
Wait, what does that mean?
like a soft shoe is like, I don't even know. It's like, it was a section in like vaudeville songs where they would like, as opposed to a tap dance where it's like the hard sounds, it's like
yeah.
tss, 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 tss,
I see. Got
you
it.
know?
Yeah.
So I wanted like a little soft shoe section where I explained like what T for T romance was, like what T for T sex was. So I was like, I know I want this in there. I wrote out those lyrics, and then I was like, now figure it out, figure out like how it sounds and where it goes. So it's a mix of working together, being in the same space, and like going off on our own. And then like something that a lot of musical theater people don't do is then I take it to mics and I take it to shows, and I like think of new jokes for it. Like I'm always changing the lyrics a little bit, or realizing like for Look Who's Mommy Now, I've ended up actually cutting about 30 seconds out of it, because when I first did it, I was like, it's like the energy's dying at the end. Like people have heard all the jokes, and now it's like, then it's like another 45 seconds to a minute. Like I need to get out of there quicker. So I'm always like editing and refining and tinkering, and that's the stuff that I do basically alone after shows and stuff.
Got it. So when you do that editing, is the composer or composers involved at all, or do you edit like the music so the music is done and you edit it, or do you go back to the drawing board?
The music's basically done. Excuse me. And then I edit it. Like for Look Who's Mommy Now, if there was a different musical section that I wanted to add, I'd like reach it back out. But I was able to do everything I wanted to do by like editing the track that I have and like just cutting out little pieces.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. And so now I have like, it's like Look Who's Mommy edited to a, and that's what I send to people when I go do a show.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. But sometimes I go back to the composer if it feels like there's like a structural thing that needs to change.
I see.
I've always been so curious, because I'm like so not musical at all. Like I've always been so curious about how like music and lyrics interact with each other.
Yeah.
It feels like such a like dumb girl question, but like I wonder, like, do you come up usually with like the trope in your head first, or is it like the music or the lyrics, or like how does it all combine?
So for the villain song, I wrote it with this girl. Her name is Murphy Taylor Smith. She's so talented. She's a trans woman.
Oh, you're getting ready to hack something.
Exactly. Yeah.
That was a lot of knuckles.
Go.
Yeah. Okay. Sometimes the stereotypes are right.
Yeah.
So
Sounds like a comb in the wind.
right. Yeah. She's incredibly talented. She is a trans woman musical theater composer and performer. And her sister is a trans woman musical theater performer and like book writer.
It's awesome.
And so they're like the musical theater Wachowskis, I like to
Yeah,
say. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but I didn't want to be like, I don't know. That sounds. That's when you think of trans sisters, you think of the Wachowskis.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Do you think there are any trans sisters who are like, oh my god, please don't compare me to the Wachowskis again? Oh my god, I've heard this so many times.
Maybe them.
Yeah.
and I do it
Definitely
on
them.
stage.
Even though you say you're not going to do it anymore, and you're like, I did it again. I look at you guys. It's all I can think.
When I see
Yeah,
the
I'm
Wachowskis,
sorry.
I think they're
So
just like the Wachowskis.
Oh, yeah.
So they're the trans
Oh yeah.
musical theater queens.
Yes.
Yes.
And so with Murphy, I wrote this song, and how that worked is like, I thought of the idea. I was like, I want this. I want it to sound like this. I want it to be a little Poor Unfortunate Souls, Ursula. A little this, a little that. And here's like a couple. Here's some lyrics. Take them or leave them. I'm not attached to anything right now. And then she went off on her own and wrote the whole first draft.
Oh wow.
And she would be okay with me saying this because she knows this to be true, and also she's gotten better. But like this first draft was like just not funny at all. There were like there was like one joke that I was like, that's really funny and we're keeping that. But otherwise,
What was the one joke?
it was use my name, watch them cower, use my name or all the cousins will be trans within the hour.
I remember seeing you do that and being like, that's so funny.
Yeah, that was hers.
Yeah.
That was hers.
Great line.
And so then I took what she gave me and I adjusted the lyrics to fit me, my voice, my personality, like my sense of humor, and the punctuation of the music.
Yeah.
Like where the phrase ends, like where like a different section is, where there's a pause, where there's not, you know, trying to like work out that rhythm. Yeah. Does that answer your question?
Oh, it absolutely
Yes.
does.
Okay, great. Okay.
So were you musical as a kid? I imagine, yes. What were
Yes.
your early influences?
Okay, so my two biggest influences comedically, Joe Rogan.
That's right.
No,
Finally, we can
The
talk
experience.
about it.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Know the book.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, Joe Rogan's podcast is nothing like the original books.
Yeah.
What is that about?
Yeah. Well, you know the book originally was released in like a quarterly magazine in the 1800s over 5
Collected works.
Yeah, exactly.
Republished.
yeah, right.
Oh,
my.
wow.
Yeah.
I didn't. You learn something new every day.
It's crazy.
He was friends with Lord Byron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Friends.
Friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were good friends.
Yeah. They were
Yeah.
roommates.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The roommates that wrote letters to each other. Come on.
Yeah.
folks.
Friends write letters all the time.
Lucas is about to write one right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
To Joe. But yeah, so Joe Rogan, obviously.
Joe Rogan.
Joe
Who
Rogan,
else?
obviously, and then
Yeah,
the
yeah.
other two. Okay, low key. This is actually sincere, but
yeah.
this isn't like this doesn't quite speak to like who I am as a comic. But Adam Sandler, I was obsessed with.
I think that easily speaks to who I think. Yeah.
Do you
of
think
course.
you see Adam Sandler's influence?
I
in
see
me?
like the goofiness of
Yes.
Adam Sandler with you. Yeah.
cry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Well, because he's also extremely musical.
right,
He's
Okay.
extremely musical.
right.
On stage.
He wrote
and
a
he's
musical.
Yes.
Crazy Nights.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that makes complete sense.
Oh, okay, totally. Wow, I'm actually very happy we had this conversation because I can like claim that a little more.
And then you leave after.
were you like ashamed to bring that up? Like, I'm gonna be honest, Adam Sandler, is that okay to say?
a little bit. The way that some
get
people
it.
like turn their nose up at Adam Sandler.
No.
No.
I'm
That's
obsessed with Adam Sandler.
He's amazing.
awesome.
Yeah. I like rewatched Mr. Deeds recently.
Such a good movie.
It's so good.
I've actually not
Yeah.
seen that one.
Really cute.
Oh, it's so much. It's so heartwarming as well. Like
Yeah.
you really fall in love with him. You're like, oh my god, he
Yeah.
like grew up so much in this movie.
It's beautiful.
It's so good.
yeah.
But I will. My favorite one of all time for nostalgia is Happy Gilmore.
Yes.
That is just like it's so jam packed with just zaniness, and I love it so much.
That's how I feel about Billy Madison is my that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do love Billy Madison.
But it always makes me laugh when Chris Farley's like, "That is correct."
I was talking about this last night
Yeah.
with someone. That
so
exact
good.
scene with Michelle Gold.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's so funny.
Wait,
Michelle,
she's so
I don't
funny.
know her off
Michelle
the top.
Gold, she's she runs a Honey Baby
Honey Baby.
with Corey.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
I know
Yeah,
Michelle
yeah.
Gold. Yeah.
She's so, she's also a trans woman, and we like talk about like transness and comedy a lot. And I'm gonna get to my other two influences.
Yeah.
We were talking about like, okay, Adam Sandler has like a weird thing about trans people. There's a lot of trans people like in his movies or like jokes about trans people and stuff like that, and it normally would be offensive. And if you're trans and you're watching this, maybe don't go seek it out. But like, sometimes it's just like so harmless, like that's not even like homophobic. That like Chris Farley thing is just like goofy and silly and cute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just like, I love that bit a lot. I think about it a lot. But like, that is correct. It's so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, call me crazy, but I think that you should be allowed to judge what material you love based on what you love.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
I mean,
Yeah.
I
And
disagree,
you should-
but
Yeah,
And-
right.
I
Yeah.
make this one exception for Adam Sandler, though.
Yeah.
Well, that's why you're the guest.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Who else are influences for you?
The other two are Mel Brooks
Oh,
in a big way.
Classic.
Yeah. Yeah.
You'll see Spaceballs over there.
And History of the World Part 2. Part
1. Part 2 is coming out
on the way. I'm so excited. Yeah. Like obsessed with Mel Brooks.
Oh yeah.
Like, and the producers
No, it's
was
incredible.
Huge for me.
Yeah.
Came out when I was like 10.
Yeah.
And I listened to it on repeat. Like, I was obsessed with that show.
Have you ever seen Mel Brooks showing how he writes?
Doesn't he he just kind of like does it into a,
Yeah, a tape recorder.
that's how I write. That's like what I do.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
you use your voice memos or do you have an actual tape recorder?
I use my voice memos.
Oh, okay.
But like with some of
That
my
would be wild if you're. I'll be like, okay, okay, you
Whoa.
use a tape. Oh
when
wow.
I first wanted to do stand-up comedy, my dad got me like a tape recorder. And I was like, I can use my voice memo. He was like, no, use this. Trust me.
Oh, that is really
So
cute.
I started
That's
like
really sweet.
recording things into the tape recorder. And then one day in class, like I'm like in college, it's like silent. We're learning like, I think it was my Japanese history class that I took as a GE
Oh,
requirement.
don't tell me it played.
And I just hear like, it's so hard to date. Like,
Oh no.
no.
Oh no.
Because a tape
Nightmare.
recorder, it's got buttons. It's faulty. It's not like the voice memo app where you have to hack into the mainframe to
Right.
get to it. Not to
Gabby's
use
dad.
The
Love you, big
stereo.
guy.
My dad's all about the impractical solutions.
But also, you make a really great point about dating. That's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I was really ahead of that.
Yeah.
When
yeah.
I was doing that joke, a lot of people were actually saying it was easy.
I know.
Yeah.
And I was
So
like-
dating's normal.
Yeah, dating is average. Am I right? Yeah.
Sex is just okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, do you have like a favorite? Would you say The Producers is your favorite Mel Brooks movie?
My
Or
favorite Mel
project?
Brooks movie, I think, is Blazing Saddles.
Yeah.
I do like that movie is so funny. It's just so funny.
Yeah. I will say I find the I'm not as big a fan of the ending where they just break the fourth wall completely.
Totally. I hear ya.
I'm not as big a fan of that. I like the idea that I'm still in this world that's a cartoon.
That's so fair.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's a
Lucas
really good
hates
point.
breaking the fourth wall.
I do.
You hate it?
I hate it. The fourth wall is there for a reason. I want to be separate from art. Yeah.
Y'all hearing this?
Yeah. It's a good thing I'm
And
only
that's
a
when
guest.
I knew. Lucas is crazy.
That's really, he's crying right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say for me, I'd probably go Young Frankenstein.
Oh, the best.
It's so much class.
Yeah.
The best.
Also, underrated hottie of cinema, Madeline Kahn. Underrated hottie.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Oh, the Blazing Saddles song "I'm Tired" was one of the inspirations for Look Who's
Yes.
Mommy Now.
So
Oh,
good.
Yes.
Yeah, so good. She is someone that I like looked at a lot when I was like writing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
God,
Total
she's-
underrated hottie of cinema. You're right.
Oh, yeah.
And underrated like musical theater.
She's extraordinary at
she's
everything.
extraordinary. Truly.
Amazing actor, amazing comedic performer. Did you see her on Sesame Street? It was the cutest
I
thing
don't
in the
know if
world.
I did.
She was like teaching Grover how to sing.
Oh,
It's so
I'm
sweet.
gonna watch that on my way home.
Did he
oh,
learn?
that's so cute.
No, he just went, ah! He just like,
Then what was
yeah.
the point? If he didn't learn.
get that bag, girl. That's what she did. She got a bag, and I respect
She got her back.
it.
That's good.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Can't hate it.
So Mel Brooks, Adam Sandler, and
And
then
then the Muppets.
the Muppets.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
of
figured that was a
course.
good transition.
Yeah.
Sesame
Muppets.
Street, the Muppets.
Like I
Which Muppet?
Name all of them.
okay. Let me see how many I can name. Should I do
Yeah.
that?
Oh, I believe you can. I'm not. I don't doubt this
Okay.
at all.
Well, there's just so many. There
there
like-
is a bunch.
But I'm just gonna just for fun. Can I see
Yeah.
how many I can name?
Yeah, let's see.
Okay. Kermit, Piggy, Fozzie, Gonzo, Camilla the chicken, Pepe the prawn, Scooter, New Zealand, the guy that throws the fish, Swedish chef,
A lot of these are names I didn't know.
Sweetums, the big guy who's like, oh hey, you know. Robin, the nephew, Kermit's nephew, Statler and Waldorf.
Yeah.
Who else? Yup, feel free to join in.
Animal.
Beaker.
Yeah.
Beaker, Honeydew, Bunsen Honeydew. What's her name? The girl, Dr. Teeth and the Electric Mayhem. But what's Janet?
Yeah.
Janice.
Yes.
Janice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing so much better than I
Okay.
ever could with this. I could
Yeah.
do maybe 5 or 6, and then I tap out. Damn.
I like
don't know-
Animal the best, and then I
Yeah.
also I mean, I just love the dynamic between Kermit and Piggy. He's
Yeah,
like her
you
little
can't beat
cuck
it.
simp, and she
I
just
love
tells
it.
him what to
Yeah.
do.
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
And what could be better than that?
Truly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I rewatched the Muppet movie, the 1979 one, like once every 2 months maybe.
Really?
And I'm always bawling at the end of it because I feel like I watch that and I'm like, this is what it feels like. I'm making friends. I'm getting better at my craft. And I love everyone. I just want to make people laugh, you know?
That's so beautiful.
That's so sweet.
It's so
Fuck.
good.
That's so wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I don't know if I've ever actually seen the original Muppet movie. Crazy as it is, yeah, I don't think I have.
I mean, I think you would really love it.
oh, I know I would.
You know, it's like packed with cameos from like the 20th century's greatest comedians.
I didn't know.
Um,
I don't know anything.
Like Richard Pryor, Steve Martin, Bob Hope, Milton Berle, Madeline Kahn.
Yeah.
There's so many it's awesome.
Is Lily Tomlin in there?
I think she might have a cameo in the second one, if I'm not mistaken, but not the first one.
She's amazing.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
She's just been batting 1,000 for ages.
Yeah.
She's been doing amazing.
There's like that genre of Hollywood actress, like her and the Jane Fonda, like with Grace and Frankie. They've been really killing it. And then I would say the new generation of that is like the Sarah Paulson. She never misses.
No.
That is a
No.
good
She's not
analysis.
necessarily a comedian, but she is someone who she'll do anything in her career, and I'll be like, yeah.
Someone I feel that way about right now that is a comedic actress, and I'm excited to see what twists and turns her career continues to take. Molly Shannon.
Ooh,
Oh, I love her.
Yeah.
I love her.
Yeah.
I have another one who is a guy, but in that same vein of someone who just really doesn't put a foot wrong and is so creative and so funny, John Leguizamo.
Oh my god.
Yes.
So good.
Yes.
Everything he does.
Truly.
Yeah.
Even in some of the movies that are agreed upon as some of the worst movies ever, even though I like them.
Me too.
He's phenomenal in that.
Yeah,
Everyone
he
agrees.
is.
The Happening. He's really good in.
I haven't seen The
I
Happening.
haven't seen it.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
really. It's I actually think it's pretty good, but it's a bad M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
the Super Mario Brothers movie.
Oh my god.
That
I
movie.
forgot about that.
He's nuts, and he gives a beautiful, heartfelt performance.
What do you think of the Chris Pratt voice?
And there's a right
Can
answer.
we move on? Can we move on?
Yeah.
I'd rather not. I'd rather not open that can of worms. I think it.
Don't disrespect
sucks.
worms by comparing it to
Yeah,
him. Don't
right.
let's not do that.
Yeah.
It's very true.
Imitation
Jack Black in
worms.
it though is good.
Oh, Jack Black, he's also someone who I
Never
cannot
takes a wrong turn.
Never takes a wrong
Never
turn.
takes a wrong turn. Agreed.
I think School
Agreed.
of Rock.
One of the best movies ever made.
Agreed.
That's one of my
Agreed.
once every 2 month rewatches. I think I literally got my entire sense of humor from a combination of School of Rock and SpongeBob.
Oh wow.
That's a good combo.
You should get Paramount Plus. Those are all Paramount properties.
Paramount
Yeah,
Plus
you
should get me. I love.
Paramount, get Gabby Plus.
I think SpongeBob just had some of the best sketch comedy gags
Truly.
of
Oh yeah.
of
Yeah.
the century.
There's a reason it's so overly quotable online is because it's just that rich.
I have to agree. Also,
Yeah.
did either of y'all see SpongeBob the musical on Broadway?
Yes, amazing.
Phenomenal. So good.
They did
so
such a
good.
Do you do you have a top 3 of musical adaptations
Wow.
besides SpongeBob that were that good?
Okay, I don't know if like these are like rankings per se, but other ones that come to mind for me,
Yes.
Groundhog Day the musical.
Amazing as well. I saw it.
Yes.
It was so good.
I thought it was unbelievable. It made me cry. I laughed. I was very moved.
Yeah.
But I think it's very underrated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's so good.
No, it's because they didn't stay true necessarily to the movie, but to what the issue is that the character goes through.
Right.
And expanding upon it and really making it dark.
Yeah.
And like I loved it so much.
I think if I have like an issue with it as a musical, it's that like it seems to like lose energy as it goes on. Like when I listen to the album, like it like peaks at the act 1 finale, and then like the second act songs are like good, but they don't have the same like oomph.
Yeah.
So I love the show, but if I'm trying to like figure out why it is underrated, maybe that's why it wasn't a success. Maybe that's
fair.
why. Yeah.
That's a very respectful criticism. I will
Thank
say
you.
that. Yeah.
Thank
very
you.
respectful
Thank you.
criticism. Yeah.
I'm trying to think about what else there. I mean, well, Little Shop of Horrors.
I
Yeah.
have not seen. Oh, well, no, I have. Of course, I have. Every middle school, has done Little Shop of
Yeah,
Horrors.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love that musical. Yeah, maybe my like favorite.
Yeah.
Maybe my favorite musical. It's like up there.
It's
Really?
an incredible musical. It has some sad memories for me because I was in it in 8th grade and I was one of 2 people who was strongly encouraged not to attend the cast party because I was uncool. Oh, also, I mean, I was also kind of a bitch. Like, I was upset that I didn't get a bigger role, so I one day heard the Doo-Wop girls complaining that they were being overworked, and I told the director, and he was like, took it to me, and I was saying that they were like, we're complaining because this is too hard, and he was like, you guys need to work harder. Someone told me you weren't working hard, and then they were like, who was it? And he was like, it's somebody in the ensemble cast. And there were 3 people in the ensemble cast, and the other 2 were 6th graders. So it like had to be me.
Oh my god.
So unsubtle, he threw me under the bus. So then everyone was mad at me, and I was I was encouraged not to attend the cast party. I did go to the cast party anyway, and
Yeah.
Hell yeah, you did.
I lived out a minor plot point of Euphoria, where I fell asleep in a bathtub and woke up to the sound of someone peeing and had to hold my breath so that they wouldn't hear that I was in there in case they thought I was like a peeping Tom.
Oh my gosh.
I later found out that that is what Sydney Sweeney does in Euphoria.
Oh, she falls asleep in a bathtub? Or
No, she's hooking up with someone in a bathtub, but she doesn't want anyone to like hear that she's there.
Oh.
So like people keep coming in the bathroom all night and she has to like keep holding her breath.
I love the idea of you like meeting Sydney Sweeney at a party and you're like, oh my God, same thing. I once took a nap.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm going to be like, Sydney, I'm you.
We got a lot in common, girl.
I'm you. But other than that, Little Shop of Horrors is great.
Yeah.
It's a
other
great
than that,
musical.
yeah.
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 Oh, and Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
Yeah.
I like that show a lot.
Yeah.
I have not seen the show, but I'm a huge fan of the movie.
So I've never seen the movie. I should
It's
watch it.
amazing.
We
It's
should do a movie night.
such oh,
Yeah.
it's so much fun.
I love. Oh, both of those are Frank Oz movies. The Little Shop of Horrors remake and like the
Yeah.
Dirty Rotten Scoundrels.
I think I actually have Little Shop of Horrors when it was Jack Nicholson,
Whoa.
which I didn't know existed, but I found it on the street. I was like, I'm taking this home.
Hell yeah.
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 He's been in everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of
And
insane.
everyone.
Including our hearts.
Yeah.
He's been in my heart.
Yeah. He's fucked my heart.
Oh, you know what's another great adaptation?
Yeah.
There was in London, it never came to the States, a Bend It Like Beckham musical.
Oh, really?
Was that good?
I didn't even know
It was
that.
actually incredible. I was in London for like a month and I saw it twice.
Really?
So good. Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
Because they also do the thing you were talking about where they kind of like zero in on a theme instead of like
Yeah.
kind of being
Yeah.
super true to the movie. And the theme became about like, I don't know, just like immigrant parent trying to like make things better for their kid and not really understand like the kind of like cultural conflict, and especially in London it was really kind of impactful.
Yeah. Did either of you guys see the Spider-Man musical where people just kept
Yeah,
getting injured?
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
How
I
was
didn't
it?
see
Did you like it?
It was terrible. Well, it was terrible because it was like right after everyone had gotten injured. So every time somebody flew, there'd be like 5 guys like going up to catch them to make sure that no one was going to fall again.
Oh my god.
I love a stressed out production.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's how I feel when I watch some people in the open mic scene. I'm like, are you about to break your neck?
Hey! Uh-oh! I agree with you.
Get out of here, Spider-Man.
When you see those comedians who are a little more acrobatic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like Spider-Man.
Like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
When
Spider-Man's
I
been
saw
showing up at
Spider-Man
mics.
do
Yeah.
If you're
open
not
mic
Dylan
comedy-
Adler, don't try the backflip. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can't believe he did that.
On live TV. Or I guess on national TV.
That was incredible.
That was so awesome.
What a debut.
Truly.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And people were like taking it seriously, like he's trying to backflip in front of this cast.
Oh my god, beautiful. That was one of my favorite things I've seen in the last month. I loved it so much.
Me too.
Dylan
Me
Adler,
too.
love you. Oh, wow.
Before we get into listener submissions, because we are
Yes.
keeping an eye on the time.
We do, yes, yeah.
Is there anything I've wanted to ask you this, like for people who are like starting out in musical comedy, who like have an idea for like what they want their voice to be? Is there any like advice you would give, or like something you'd say like you wish you knew, like going into it?
Ooh, yeah, that's a good question.
Wow, that is a good question. I would say,
Give up.
yeah, I would say,
Don't do it.
honey, I've got the market cornered.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I would just say it's similar to advice I would give for almost anything comedy related, where I'm like, just like find the people that get your sense of humor, and then write with them. And the people that you feel like you can suggest dumb ideas and they will laugh and be like, we have to put that in there.
Yeah.
You know, find those people and write something with them, and you'll never work a day in your life.
Beautiful.
Just come into a lot of money. You'll never
Yeah.
work a
Just
day
do
in
it.
your
It's
life.
what, like it's hard? Like everybody's doing it.
Yeah.
You want to be cool?
Yeah. Thank you for saying that. I've
Yeah.
been,
Everyone's been talking about this.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into some listener submissions, and I'd love your reaction. Okay, so we have one up. So there's a person I know who I'm constantly around and occasionally talk to. Lots of mutual friends and a lot of things in common, but we just sort of avoid each other for some reason. Been around them for a while, but I have no explanation as to why we don't talk to each other.
Is there a question there?
Nope.
Okay.
We fill in the blanks.
I mean, it sounds like you. It sounds like you just don't have that strong a connection with this person. I feel like if you feel something, it naturally will end up with you connecting and talking and hanging out. That just is going to happen.
If you're supposed to be friends, then you'll end up accidentally locked in a closet and have to talk for 7 hours.
Yeah.
And if you're not supposed to be friends, that won't happen.
Yeah.
That's such a good point.
Simple as.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
interesting. And if you do like them, maybe you should just go up to them and be like, I don't know why we never talk more.
Yeah.
And if they're like, I gotta go, then you know that it was wrong. But if they're not, then hey, maybe you'll be friends.
Maybe they also know one of your deep, dark secrets.
Ooh.
Like maybe they know that you took Samantha's chapstick.
That's my deep dark secret. I can't believe you just revealed that.
Take out Samantha's chapstick. Show the camera.
See, Samantha's chapstick is more of a metaphor.
Yeah.
It's something you can only feel deep inside.
Put it right where Jack Nicholson.
Yeah,
fucked
I was
your
going to say
heart.
it's sort
Yeah.
of a Jack Nicholson.
Right in
of-
there. Yeah.
Yeah. Ointments in a way.
See,
Is chapstick an ointment? Okay. Both of your jaws just dropped at this question.
that question shocked
This is the new
scientists.
is hot dog a sandwich. Is chapstick an ointment?
Holy shit.
That's a. I don't like
Whoa.
how much thought this is commanding.
I'm literally freaking out. My worldview has changed.
Yeah.
Is this how like Republicans feel when they hear like gender as a spectrum? I'm like, is chapstick an ointment? I'm like, no, but if chapstick's an ointment, then anyone can be an ointment.
You're like, they're teaching ointment ideology to our teens.
Critical ointment theory?
Yeah.
Drag queens are bringing chapstick into school.
Lips are supposed to be chapped. Okay.
Sorry, I identify with moistened lips. Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm non-binary. I just do the yeah. Right.
Oh my god.
And then I don't do the smoothing up. I don't do that. I leave it.
I
Just
leave
on
it.
one.
That's right.
Are you triggered?
I'm moistness non-conforming. Yeah.
Hey libs, there's cracks in my lips that have been there since Pearl Harbor. Are you triggered? My favorite thing is when a conservative does something that clearly only hurts them.
Right? They like self-harm and we're like, are you okay?
When people fake the vaccine shakes. Have you seen that?
I love
It's
that.
so funny.
Wait, I have not seen this. I don't know what this is.
Oh, Lukas. If you
Where they pretend they wait. What happens? Tell me.
they'll be like first dose of Pfizer, and it's a woman who's like so obviously faking it, and she's like shaking her leg like this.
Oh, yeah, I have
like,
seen
don't
that.
get Pfizer. This is what will happen.
I've seen that.
It's so good. I like when people like put music to it.
No. Ah! You should write a vaccine shake song.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Now do the vaccine check. Do 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 do.
Yeah.
Do do do.
I mean, like shake, shake, shake.
Senora,
Yeah.
shake my darn, all right.
Yeah. Shake Moderna, right? That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's good.
All right.
We're songwriters too. Okay,
Yeah,
this one has a
wow.
question. Okay.
Okay.
Hi, hosts.
Yes. Listening.
guests.
And guess, thank you.
Every time that they say hi, hosts, remember how we always say, yes.
Yeah.
If we don't do that, they'll get so angry at us.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of our thing.
Yeah. Okay, do it
All
again.
right. Hi, hosts.
Yes.
And
Hi.
guest.
Hi.
I'm a big fan of the pod. Then you've heard that bit before. It always manages to brighten my day. I'm in a
That
bit of
bit.
a predicament. I am 17-year-old female, have a crush on one of my friends, 16 female. The problem with this is another one of my friends, 16 non-binary, who I didn't tell about the crush, told me they also have a crush on her. They decided to test the waters and it didn't work out. But now I want to ask my crush out. Am I a terrible person if I do that? If not, do you have any advice for shooting my shot?
Ooh.
One, you're not a terrible person. You deserve happiness too. And it might be good to talk to your non-binary friend first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
You
I
know-
think I would have seconded that and be like, hey, love you, but
Yeah.
also into her.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna go for it. I hope that's okay. And
Yeah.
yeah. Pretty much.
yeah.
Or you just balls to the wall, just ask out your crush, and if it works out, tough titties for the non-binary. friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, also, look, it's like, it's high school. Have fun. It doesn't really matter. Like, that might be dismissive of me. All I mean to say is whatever drama happens, it is 80% likely, hell, I'll go 90, that you will laugh about it eventually.
Oh
yes.
yeah. And you will laugh about how much you remember it taking up so much space in your mind.
Yeah.
That is what it is.
Yeah. And also one last thing. High school is a good time to fail.
Very good thing to bring up.
So
Oh yeah.
say, like, get rejected, hurt your friend's feelings, whatever. Try not to be a jerk, but like, you're not being a jerk for this, but like, this is a good time to fail. That's all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I failed a lot in high school. I think that's why I'm so wonderfully successful now.
Indeed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Co-hosting a podcast with Esther Fallick,
Yeah.
you fucking made it to the
I know.
mountaintop.
Well, she's
Yeah.
leaving.
This is my last
Yeah.
episode.
I forgot about that. You're
I will
leaving.
say it would be funny if the submitter gets shot down and then she and the non-binary friend just get to bond over something else.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Exactly.
Did this ever happen to you? Did you ever have a crush on someone your friend also had a crush on?
Oh yeah, I feel like it happened all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, I definitely had that.
Yeah, it's like what? How many people are in your friend group? 4. You're all gonna have crushes on each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's most likely the same person.
Yeah, and you're all gay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's be honest, there is a person in the friend group who like exudes the most sex appeal, and you
Yeah.
just go for that.
Yeah.
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 Inevitably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's the person speaking.
And sometimes it's not.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's Jack Nicholson.
When he's fucking my heart.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Come on, Robbo. Oh my god, that was so good. That
Was it? Wow. Thanks.
Oh, you nailed that. Okay, I have another one. This is a
This
a big
is an
one.
update from when we had Ruth Allen on. We had a listener write in that he has a really big crush on his best friend who is straight and has a girlfriend, but had been giving him a lot of signals that he was
Right, I
not
remember
so
this.
straight.
Oh yeah. Okay, so
How old are these people?
I think he's 22 in this one.
Okay,
yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
So a little older than the last one.
Cool.
Hi, Meerkats. This is an update on the question I submitted from the episode with Ruth Allen. So in case you don't remember, I'm the 22-year-old closeted guy that caught feelings for his super religious best friend. We cuddle up, do stuff. We cuddle, do couple stuff, etc. But he's in a...
Isn't this blowing your mind?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
he's in a straight relationship, which brings you up to speed now. So recently, like last week, we decided to go camping. West Coast, it wasn't snowed in. We camped in these tents with solid wood floors. Okay. With a couple of our friends in our friend group as a New Year's celebration type of thing. That all brought their significant others. But when asked if my best friend would bring his girlfriend, he said, "Nah, I'd rather spend it with my number one guy."
Are you sure that's not a typo? My number one gay.
Number one gay guy. Guy.
Yeah.
That's the thing I say to my gay. Hey, I want to spend it with my number one gay. You know, I got a number one gay. We listen. Want to cuddle? Yeah. No. Okay. Okay. I want to rather spend it with my number one guy. In parentheses, in all caps. I was losing my mind on the inside.
Yeah, of course.
And well, that was the day we went to go camping. I hitched a ride with him. I helped pack his car with a wool quilt and a pretty large sleeping bag. This info is important.
Yeah.
I don't really pack the best. I brought a throw blanket and a sleeping bag, and once the night came, we had our campsite set up and we were about to call it a night. He decides to not only not get his quilt sleeping bag or any of his gear out, but chose to share my sleeping bag and throw blanket because it'll be more fun. So we shared a sleeping bag and watched movies for a couple hours. We got our own tent since we weren't with our significant others, me being single, lol. And once we both were tired and about to sleep, he decides to strip to his boxers. Because according to him, he saw a TikTok that skin to skin will keep us warm.
Oh my god.
Do you have a fan?
Yeah, I need to.
Yeah.
Woo, baby.
Yeah.
You want to use a lid?
It's okay.
I'll use it.
Yeah.
I'm getting a little heated.
Yeah,
I'll
this
say
is
it.
something else.
This is romantic. Okay,
Yeah.
so strips down to his boxers because according to skin to skin will keep us warm. So I agree, and he spoons.
As if he's on survivalist TikTok.
Yeah, bro. My number one guy. Just to keep us warm. By the
Yeah.
way, do you mind if I smell your hair? Okay. So I agree, and he spoons me all night as we talk to each other to sleep, talking about our hopes and dreams and what we want for this year. So I think he might be some part of the LGBTQIA plus community, but just isn't
Yeah.
ready to confront that side of him.
Yeah.
There were more stories of that caliber, but I don't want this to get too long. Sorry, by the way. But my question now is, any tips on how I could get my friend And what should I do about his girlfriend? Because I don't want to out him or me, since that's not cool, but it's also not fair to the girlfriend. She's really nice, and me and her recently became friends too, so that line of communication is there, but I really don't want to out him or me and put us in a not safe spot. So thank you for any advice you may have.
Woo. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. My advice is...
First off, he's gay.
Yeah.
He's gay.
Y'all are gay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say, my advice is write this screenplay.
It's
Yeah.
great. It was really well written.
Truly. Yeah. Okay, so a couple pieces, right? One thing is I recently fell in love with like a friend of mine who like was maybe gay, maybe straight. And I was like, I want peace. So I told the person, it didn't work out, and then I could move on. You know? Like,
First off, enormously brave, and I hope that I hope you feel good about that, because
I do.
because if I were you, I would be proud of myself for that.
thank you.
Yeah.
Now there's other friends that I also am in love with that I haven't told.
And you should be ashamed of yourself for that.
And that's pathetic.
Yeah. But like, you deserve peace.
Yeah.
You deserve to live openly, proudly. And I know there's a safety component, but like, you are allowed to want certain things for yourself, and you're allowed to move past this if it means that. You know? That being said, like, that's one piece of it, right? The other piece is like, I don't know. I think you just gotta take the chance, talk to this person, and if it blows up in your face, move on. I don't know. That's how I live my life. It's kind of how I live my life.
Yeah. I also just think there's not a lot of plausible deniability on your straight friend's part. Like,
Yeah.
So what's the worst thing that happens, right? Is he says, I'm actually straight and I have a girlfriend, you've got it all wrong. If that happens, which it won't, you just say, well, then why were you spooning me naked in our sleeping bag over New Year's Eve when everyone else took their girlfriends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if it weren't gay enough, talking about hopes and dreams.
Yeah, that is the gayest part.
Yeah.
That was the gayest part for me.
Yeah.
Another thing I want to know is, obviously, like he has respect for the girlfriend, but if I were him, I would be like, did you tell your girlfriend that you spooned me? Is that something she knows about? Is that something you're okay with her knowing about?
Right.
I think that will be very, very telling.
Yeah.
And that's because, like, that alone is not something you did that you're not responsible for. And, like, if you were in the girlfriend's position, would you want to know? I mean, yeah. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I feel like, again, all this with the asterisks of like, there is the safety component, right? And I understand that. But like,
it's also this guy is religious, so
Right.
may ruin the friendship or cause divides. And
right.
Yeah.
But like, the truth, I think, is always the kindest thing. Like even if it's the hardest thing, it is like right now you're interacting with these people under this like false pretense, and that's not necessarily the kindest thing, you know?
That's
Like,
a really good point.
yeah.
That is really good.
So, I don't know.
That being said, this all sounds like so hot.
It's really sexy.
It was so romantic.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
That was incredible.
I think in the closet, it can be hard to like distinguish between like, I would say, just going off of what Esther so eloquently said, like, I think sometimes it can be hard for queer people when you learn like love exists in secrecy and like true love exists in this like space where like you can't tell anyone. Like, that's when you start like breaking boundaries that you shouldn't break in like your other adult relationships, like cheating on people, or like there's like this connection, I think, sometimes between, it's like the forbidden is the sexiest love, but like love that's like very open and honest can also be really sexy.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
say the sexiest is when you get to be as open as possible.
Yeah.
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 Open your heart to Jack Nicholson.
Come on, man. Let me in, man.
Let me in, man. See, my Jack Nicholson's more raspy, I think. More frog-like. Let me in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you know what Jack Nicholson I realize sounds like? What? It's like if you had a stoner and then you had like an angel and a devil, he's the devil.
Oh, wow. That is really true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's the
Come
angel?
on, man. One more hit. Who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
I think
Get
the angel would be
wild with
Shaggy from Scooby Doo. Oh, come on, man. No, just be kind to yours. No, that's not. Like zoink. Yeah.
Wow.
All right. We're getting to the end
We
of
are.
the podcast. You've been an amazing guest.
Oh,
This has been very
you
fun.
have been
Extraordinary.
Or sorry.
Thank you.
You've-
How dare you say that to your co-host?
You've been, to celebrate your last.
Can you believe this bitch?
I know.
I can't.
But well, you've been
Unbelievable.
working with me for so long.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. I'm not
Yeah.
surprised by anything
It's kind of
anymore.
your thing. It's
From
kind of your
this
thing.
crazy
We're
gal.
over each other.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
over it.
But yeah,
It's time for me to move on to bigger and better things. While you shrink your reputation.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep shrinking. I'll be 5 foot by the next time you see me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So as a guest, I would like to tell you, the host, that I would like to hear you say how you believe you are perceived by other people, and then me, the guest, and your co-host, we will say how we actually perceive you.
Oh, wow. That's cool. Okay. I think most people perceive me as kind. I think I'm perceived as like knowing my shit. And I think I'm also perceived as talented and professional. Is there more I should say? Like, is that normally how people answer that?
Is there anything else you want to say?
I think people perceive me as younger than I am. Partly because of estrogen, mostly only because of estrogen. And I think they perceive me as like, wow, that's a star. Okay, that's what I'd like to say.
That's right.
You hit the nail on the
You
head.
kinda
I
did.
mean,
Yeah.
Wow.
pretty much 10 out of 10. Like everything, I was like, yep, that's literally everything you said. I was like, I do think that of Esther. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
And it's really amazing when we ask this question, because sometimes it's like when Lukas and I first asked it to each other, I think we like said whatever the opposite of what the other like thought of each other, if that made sense. Like we both have all these like fears and insecurities, right? And I always like when someone like genuinely pretty confident comes on the podcast because they tend to like get it right.
Oh, man.
And
Yeah.
that's what's so interesting is like you kind of got it right. Like
Wow.
when I first met you, I was like, oh, she's like really nice, like really. I think like
Oh, yeah.
talking to you today, I'm like I feel so aggressively comfortable around you to the point where like I feel like I like lost track of time for a second. You know, we're just chit chatting,
Me too.
talking about your upcoming project with the
Statue of
Statue
Liberty.
Liberty.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm so excited about that.
Yeah,
The only difference I would say between like what I thought of you before doing this podcast and now at this point is I would say the only is that I didn't realize how many early influences we had in common, and that was I was
did.
like,
But anyway, yeah.
yeah, I was like, oh, sick. I was
Yeah.
just like, I was so pleased to hear like Mel Brooks, Adams, everything. I was like, oh, nice.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, otherwise it was
You
yeah.
saw Lukas and you thought Jewish musical theater freak.
Yeah.
Are you
This guy?
Jewish?
So I was raised Catholic, but I am also Jewish.
Okay.
And it's like I write musical theater and do comedy, so
Yeah.
it's like I'm Jewish.
you're
Yeah,
Jewish.
I mean,
Yeah.
like my
By
dad's
proxy,
Jewish.
yeah.
You're
so, yeah.
functionally Jewish.
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Yeah, that's how I perceive you. I'm Jewish.
Yeah.
Wish someone
Wow.
would say that about me. No one does.
And you know how I am going to perceive this time on this podcast? That's one of the greatest 80 minutes of my life.
Yeah.
Oh,
I honestly had a really, really awesome time. Y'all are
Oh
so
my God.
funny.
Thank you for being on.
Thank you
so
so much.
kind
What's,
and
what's
warm.
next for you after this journey?
Yes, yeah. This will be coming out in 2 weeks. Do you think?
Yes.
yeah,
about 2
in
weeks,
about
yeah.
2 weeks this will be
Cool.
coming out. So yeah.
Well, I have my solo show, Esther Updates Her Book, where it's like my hour. It's like where I do all my songs and some stand-up. And if you live in New York, be on the lookout for that. I don't know when I'm going to do it next quite yet, but I'm hoping to do it every couple of months as it continues to develop and grow. And I'm also maybe going to start a podcast soon.
Yes.
But I'll keep
You'd
that.
be so good.
Oh, thank you. I'm thinking of starting one with CV. You know CV?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
they're incredible.
Yeah.
I don't think
Yeah.
I know CVC. I've heard that name before. I'm sure I've met them.
They're
but
so funny.
Okay.
They're really cool.
Yeah.
And we'll have both of y'all on at some point. Yeah.
Would love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Awesome.
Is there anything you'll miss most about your time on this podcast?
The guest.
The guest, today's guest,
Today's
is
guest.
what I will most miss about my. What are we up to now? 31 years on this
Yeah.
podcast.
It's been, I've been doing it since -2.
Yeah, and I've been doing
Before
it since-
podcasts were a thing, you were just like, hey, this is gonna be big one day. Joe Rogan's gonna refer to us.
You've been doing it since when?
since 1991.
That's right. 31
Good
years.
math.
31 years.
Nice.
Nice.
That's right.
Oh, whoa. Where can people find you online and get notified about where they can see you live?
Yes.
Website, socials, what's...
At Esther Fallick, that's with an F, ESTHER FALLICK. I just deactivated my Twitter, but you can find me at Instagram and TikTok.
I'm
Nice.
so curious about why you deactivated your Twitter. Is it because Twitter sucks
Brain,
now? Yeah.
mental health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
Gotta.
Oh, you
Yeah.
gotta.
Better now?
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Oh,
it's
good.
been like 2 days, but literally. Yeah.
Yeah, you're cured. Yeah,
Literally.
you're all good.
I'm done. Yeah.
No more work on yourself.
No.
What do I have coming up? Fuck. I have some shows. I'm trying to think of a non-show related thing I'm doing. I'm going to Denver, Colorado at some point with my girls. So if anyone has hiking recommendations, please let me know.
That's great. Do you have anything else?
No, I'll think of something else.
Okay.
But you go.
I have a show next week. I don't think this will come out in time though, but I do have a show next week, so it's in the past. So sorry you weren't there.
If you're listening, you're a time traveler.
Yeah. Oh. And we welcome you. We welcome the time
And you're
traveler
valid.
community. Yeah.
You're so valid.
No, but non-comedy thing, I've been getting really into rock climbing.
Oh, cool.
I
That's
love
fun.
doing it. I've been going to Metro Rock on Star Street,
I don't know. But
and
cool.
it's so much fun. And I'm investing more and more time and energy into it, and I love it.
That's
I love
awesome.
it so much.
Love to hear that.
Yeah.
Oh, I've been getting into cool lamps. That's my other non-comedy thing.
I don't support that.
Yeah.
And that's okay. And that's so valid.
I don't know if you could tell. I've gotten into plants recently.
You know, I had a suspicion. I wondered.
An inkling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little thing in the back of your mind.
Those are from Prospect Park. Not that we live anywhere close to there, but
Yeah.
I do
we as
need-
if we live together.
I unfortunately do need that bleeped out.
Catherine, we're
Oh, no.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to our producer. Oh, and so we have bonus content now, so sign up for our Supercast.
Indeed, yes. Supercast. We need to take some bonus content.
Yeah, we do. $5 a month. You can become a Meerkat. We love you. Thank you for listening. Thank you,
you very
Esther.
Thank you, Esther
On to the
Fallick.
next journey for Esther.
Thank
On to the
y'all.
next journey. On to
It's
the
been a
next
great
On to the
31
next journey.
years. We'll see you
Amazing.
next time.
See you
Mwah.
next time. Mwah.
Nosy. Meerkat.